Cheers everybody. Nothing like an ice cold beer with salt and lime to celebrate. So what I have here in this unopened box is my 100,000 subscribers plaque from YouTube. But what you need to realize is every YouTuber's channel started years ago when they were young to mold them in the YouTuber they are today. So I'm going to give you a quick biography of my life so you can see how I got here today. It all started in the early 1960s when my parents gave birth to me and my two brothers. No, we're not triplets, but we are each 1 year apart. I was born as a chubby little baby in Minneapolis, Minnesota, but at 2 years old, we moved to Southern California for the better weather. It was a great place to grow up because there was riding fields everywhere. Even though I was a chubby little kid, by 6 years old, I started to become popular with the ladies. Just wanted to show you that picture of a great memory. But as kids, our passion for motorcycles started with our Schwinn bicycles. Back then, the Stingray was the #1 hit bike. We used to make our own BMX tracks, build ramps in our front yard and jump on them. I mean, we were basically fearless on these bicycles, popping wheelies everywhere. That kid popping the wheelie at the beginning of On Any Sunday got nothing on me. So I feel like me and my brothers were born with a passion for motorcycles. And our dad knew it, so first he bought us a Sears mini bike. Then we moved up to a Yamaha MX-80. So then when I turned 14, my dad took me and my two brothers out and got us all brand new motorcycles. I ended up getting a Yamaha MX-100. And I remember this picture vividly of me and my two brothers on our bikes because my mom came home. She didn't know that we were getting the bikes, and she got furious at my dad for just going out and buying us all new motorcycles. I don't know why she got mad, but she did. So that was in 2014. 2016 came, and then I ended up getting a YZ100. And back in that era, high school motocross was like really big. I mean, we'd bring all the local schools together at Corona Raceway, and every Friday night we'd compete against each other. And that was really a molding experience for my racing and for my passion for motorcycles. By the age of 18, I turned professional in racing motocross, and I mostly just hit the local tracks like the Corona Raceway, the Dianza. Saddleback era back then was very epic with all the legends coming there and racing the nationals. Those are very fond memories I'll never forget. So yeah, I was racing pro motocross for about 10 years. Then in my late 20s, I landed a job as a designer for Malcolm Smith Racing. That's when my creative career began in the motorcycle industry. So I worked for Malcolm Smith Racing for many, many years. I worked for Scorpion Helmets. One of the last companies I designed for was Speed and Strength. And all that time, even though I was really big into motocross, I always had a passion for street bikes. I used to borrow bikes from my friends whenever I could. Then I ended up finally getting a VFR 800 for myself, and I was using that to get back and forth from work over at Scorpion. And I love that bike, and I actually did some track days on it, which is a great experience. If you've never done a track day on a sport bike, it's amazing. But me as a graphic designer, I didn't get to really do a lot of video work. And then I remember about 4 years ago, I never used to watch YouTube at all, maybe for some tutorials here and there. And I became aware of motovloggers, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I mean, these guys are doing really well, they're popular, and they're just riding around on their motorcycle talking about motorcycle stuff. I mean, I've been on motorcycles my whole life. I thought, hey, I could do that. I have a lot to share. So in March of 2016, I started motovlogging. I wanted to do something different, so I called myself MotoPilot. And the whole pilot thing was my way of making a custom helmet that looked like a pilot's helmet. So I made this helmet. Yeah, it was inspired by Walterific, and that caused some controversy. And then I used that helmet for a long time, and the success of my channel was going very well. I had 315 subscribers in 1 month. I doubled that to 650 in month 2. Then I got a huge jump. By the 4th month, I had jumped up to 3,200 subscribers. And by month 5, I doubled that again to 7,500. And somehow by month 6, I was up to 10,000 subscribers. Then I ended up changing my helmet to more of a pilot's look. I got this breathing mat like pilots use, and I used that. And it was kind of a lot of people loved it, but I definitely got my share of heat for it too. I mean, but that's okay. I was just trying to be different. I figured if people aren't talking about it, I'm just looking like everybody else. So then almost 3 years into my channel, I had this idea. I wanted to convert my Harley Fat Boy that I had at the time into a bobber. I loved bobbers. I'd had my Fat Boy forever looking the same, 15 years. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And that gave me the idea to get with Tucker.com and say, hey, do you guys wanna sponsor this build? You supply me the parts, I'll create the videos and give you guys lots of exposure. And that 9 video series did very well, and then the time lapse came out, and that thing took off to 1 million views in about 2 weeks. So that gave me the idea to start focusing on bike build video series. Then I did a second series featuring a 1980 Honda CB 650 that was a radical conversion into a bobber. That took me almost a year. But between those two builds, I have over 11 million views, which is fantastic. Thank all you guys for that. So in a nutshell, that's really how I got here. That's my history. That's how I got my passion for bikes. That's how I learned how to work on bikes. I always worked on bikes myself. I always built my bikes into custom machines. In the past, I've had 2 motorcycles featured in magazines, because a lot of people ask me, like, where did you learn how to do this? I just got in there and did it, and I learned it as I went. So I owe a huge thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel, watched my videos. I owe a huge thank you to my beautiful wife. She's been patient with me. She's understood how much work I put into this, and she understands my passion, the hours I spend editing videos and in the garage making videos. Even here we are 4 years into it now. I can't believe it's been 4 years already. So let's quit talking. Let's tear into this box and see what this thing looks like. I have waited a long time for this, folks. Whoa. And then we have a letter. So we got a card here that says, congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you, Rick. And we have a letter here by Susan Wachiki, CEO at YouTube. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you created. They were inspired, challenged, and entertained. You achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and probably a healthy sense of humor too. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you. And we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with this Silver Creator Award, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know that you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you've found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations, Susan. Very cool. Oh, look at this. Very nice, very nice. Let's pull it out. Okay, I just want to get a bunch of fingerprints on this thing. And there she is, presented to MotoPilot for passing 100,000 subscribers, YouTube. So what it is, it's like this brush, like a brush aluminum finish, and this here is a mirror. So it's nice. It's fairly heavy. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, YouTube. So all in all, I owe a huge thank you to all of you guys, subscribers from the past and present. But I'm actually more excited today about making videos than I was in the beginning. So I'll keep creating videos, you guys keep coming back, and who knows when this thing will stop. Hopefully next time I'm making a video like this, we'll be at 1 million. See you guys next video.